Hello students, so we will discuss our next video. Okay, class 8, okay, physics. So in the previous video we have already discussed about the kinetic theory, okay, and arrangement of molecules of matter, or the kinetic theory of matter, then arrangement of molecules in liquid, solid and gas. Right. So today we will start about the surface tension. Okay, so if we see the surface tension, tension is the stressed force. So if we see what is surface tension, so surface tension, it is a phenomena due to which exposed surface or the top surface, okay, top surface of a liquid contained in a vessel behaves like a stretched membrane. What is a stretched membrane? Suppose if you stretch a piece of paper, it behaves like a stretch membrane. Okay, so what is the surface tension? It is a phenomena due to which the top surface of the liquid contained in any vessel behaves like a stretch membrane. If you put it in any vessel, okay, it will behave like the top surface will behave like a stretch membrane. That means it will look like something that you are stretching something. It will look like, and that phenomenon is known as our surface tension. So this will be your definition. Okay, so you have to remember this definition. Okay, and then question may arise that why it causes surface tension, or why there is a stretching on the top surface. Okay, the surface tension is mainly due to the unbalanced cohesive. We have already discussed the cohesive force. Okay, same type of force, same type of forces between the same type of particle are the cohesive force, attractive force. So surface tension is mainly caused due to the unbalanced cohesive force acting near the top surface of a liquid. Okay, and we will explain this here. Suppose we have imagine an isolated cube, small cube of mercury in space. Suppose we take one small cube of mercury in space. Okay, so a molecule of mercury at A at A shall be pulled by the neighboring molecules equally. Okay, so suppose the molecules is at A and all the other molecules will pull it. Okay, the neighboring molecules it pull it equally from all the sides. So that means there is no unbalanced attractive force and will act on it and move in some particular direction. That means the molecule of mercury which is we have taken in space, it will stay there. Why? Because no unbalanced attractive force acting on it. Okay, similarly most of the molecules of mercury it main within its main mass will not experience any unbalanced force. How? Because if you see that however the molecules near the edge, you can see this figure number 1.4. This is the image of, it is the cube of mercury. Okay, so why the edges will, here the molecules near the edges will be pulled inward as shown in figure. You can see the edges are pulling towards the center. Why? Because of the unbalanced force of cohesion acting on them. However, these molecules will not move inward, and their movement shall be opposite by the inner molecule. This results in tension. Obviously, they are the forces, unbalanced cohesive force is acting downward, but their edges will not move. So if the edges is not moving and still some force is applied, then this will result in tension or stretching, you can say, tension in the molecules near the surface, and this surface molecules relic themselves as shown in figure 1.5. and how they will behave? They will become your circular, okay, spherical, not circular, spherical. So that's why you can see that the raindrops are spherical in nature. Why spherical in nature? Due to your downward or unbalanced force of cohesion. That's why they behave due to surface tension. The water droplets also, you can see that shape is spherical shape because of the surface tension. Okay, so originally it was of the form of cube, and then due to the force of cohesion, the outer surface or outer edges, due to unbalanced force of cohesion, it will act downward and it will result in the spherical shape. That's why if we take any cubical shape of mercury in space, it will result in spherical shape. Why? Because of the surface tension. Okay, so you can see the third paragraph also. So you can see the second paragraph, that it is for the same reason that when a small drop of mercury is poured on a glass top, it takes the shape of spherical ball on account of the surface tension. All which shape become spherical, that are due to our surface tension. Okay, fine. Next we have about the formation of meniscus in liquid contained in narrow vessels. Formation of the meniscus. Meniscus, have you seen? There are two type of meniscus, that is convex meniscus and concave meniscus. So here you can see the two test tubes A and B. Inside it we have taken mercury as well as water. So in case of mercury, you can say that it is forming like this. Okay, so this is known as our convex meniscus, and in case of water, it is forming like this. Okay, so it is called our concave meniscus. Okay, so normally a liquid contained vessel should have flat exposed surface. However, okay, if you take any liquid on the on any vessel, its surface should be flat, but due to the surface tension, what it have, it forms meniscus. Either it may be convex or it may be concave. Okay. However, it observed that when a liquid is poured in a test tube, then its exposed surface is curved inward or curved outward. So concave is curved inward, whereas convex is curved outward. Okay, so for the definition of meniscus, you can use this one: the formation of curved surface by the exposed surface of a liquid contained in a narrow vessel is known as meniscus. Okay, and how many types of meniscus are there? There are two types of meniscus, that is concave meniscus and convex meniscus. Okay, the figure number 1.6a, that is when the test tube, if we take mercury, it has been observed that in case of mercury, a convex meniscus is formed. It is because of the molecules of mercury have very strong force of cohesion. Those molecules or those liquids in which there is a strong force of cohesion, okay, but there are no force of adhesion with the glass, then it will form a convex meniscus. Okay, so that's why a molecule of mercury near the exposed surface are pulled inward and they act upon the unbalanced force. Thus, in order to neutralize these forces of mercury near the exposed surface, they relieve themselves and hence take the convex shape. Whereas if we take water in a test tube, then what we observe, that it forms a concave meniscus. Why? Because molecules of the water have a strong force of adhesion. Okay, they have strong force of adhesion, but in case of mercury, it has a strong force of cohesion. You can see the difference: strong force of cohesion, whereas in case of water, it has a strong force of adhesion with the glass and weaker force of cohesion. Both are different. Okay, so that's why the molecules of this liquid are pulled up with the glass. Okay, the liquid tends to rise up along with the glass surface. This is in turn creates a depression in the middle and forms a concave meniscus. So remember these two examples. Okay, so when the liquid have strong force of cohesion but no force of adhesion, it will form convex meniscus. Whereas when it will form concave meniscus, when it have stronger force of adhesion with glass surface and weaker force of cohesion among themselves. This is the condition. So you can write the condition also. Okay, so this is the condition for concave meniscus and convex meniscus. Okay, so next explanation of liquid pressure on kinetic model. Okay, so we will discuss this topic in our next video. So till then, clear this one. Okay, that is the surface tension part, and there are two types of surface tension and meniscus. Okay, so prepare this. So in the next video, we will continue the explanation of liquid pressure on kinetic model. Thank you.